don't. Remember how the fuel tank was leaking? Then we're lubing up the bearings for the skid, the track driver. And we're lubing up all the pivot points on the skid. And then we're gonna graphite the track clips and align the track and the skis and fix some of the wiring.
And clean it up.
Yep, clean it up, put it back together. Greased up. So I thought I finished up Scout sled number 18, but I was messing around with it and I pushed down on the back and it was binding up, like the suspension was not releasing, so it was holding it down. It was super stiff. I think I figured it out. So there's a little crossbar down in here that it has a outer tube and an inner rod that's threaded on the ends, and I think the rod is shorter than the outer tube, so when I tighten the bolts down it pinches that tube to the inside of the tunnel and then binds up, because when I broke the bolts loose it like jumped up, like it freed the suspension. So I'm gonna take a look at that and see if I either need to get a new rod or grind that inner tube down. So I skipped all the fun stuff of taking this out again. This is out of Scout's sled. So the suspension was binding up. So what I found was that this rod right here that spreads from the inside of tunnel to inside of tunnel is actually 10 7/8 inch long, which was about what I measured. And then I have these two rods. That one goes inside of there as a pivot rod, and then this other one floats up here as a limiting strap bracket to hang the limiting strap on. So this one is 10 5/8, which is okay, it doesn't really matter, but that this one is a whole 1/4 inch short, that when I tighten those bolts down it's grabbing this tube that this is supposed to be inside of, that this is supposed to pivot on. So now it's pinching it between the tunnel and binding up the suspension, so it's not working. So now I need to try to get a hold of Yamaha or Arctic Cat to see if they have one in stock and have them measure it, or B, see if I can just make my own by ordering some tube that I haven't measured yet. So this one 0.62, so 5/8, pretty much 5/8. So 5/8 OD aluminum tube. Alright, we got the new axle idler wheel for the suspension that was binding up on the number 18 sled. We're getting that put in today. I had a friend machine one out actually because it was way easier and quicker than trying to find one in the state of Alaska and ordering it, but we yeah, got it, and now I got it in there already and greased up, so we're gonna put it in there. We're gonna get the whole skid put back in and all tightened up, and then number 18 is done, and we'll work on number 82, the green machine. So here's the whole skid assembly all in one with the race ride on there. Dan, you want to come help me, buddy?
the other one?
What was that?
See with the other one, right?
So now Scout's in here helping me a little bit. We got to put the springs on. Alright, I have a little bit of hiccup. There's like a burr on the inside of the tunnel and I can't like get the new rod centered on there. So I'm going to grab a unibit and just kind of bevel it a little bit so I can move it to where it needs to be. Alright, the camera turned off, but we got it in there. So now we're just going to keep on getting it back together. Go ahead. Now it actually has suspension. That should be way better this year, bud. Yeah, I can't believe we didn't catch that last year. All right, back in the garage today. Hang on. Yesterday we buttoned up Scout's sled here, number 18. There's a few things we still got to do to it, but we're gonna order some stuff and get them done. Today he will be cleaning it up and polishing it, and we'll be getting some good pictures of him on it. Alrighty, so I got my 6-foot level in there, and I got the handlebars nice and straight, so I'll show you from the back. There's the sled. Handlebars are nice and square. And then we come to the front, and you can actually see that the skis are slightly pointed to this side. So what I'm going to do is start adjusting them to get them straight, both of them. Well, after all that pain in the butt, I got the skis nice and straight, parallel with each other off the track. So you can see handlebars are nice and straight. See that? Two wings. That's a nice indicator. Then I come around over here. You can stand back and look, and they're nice and straight. They're not pointed to the side anymore. Yeah, it was pretty difficult getting those jam nuts right there broke loose. It's like you gotta move them quarter, eighth inch turn at a time. It's so tight in there, but I got it. I think that's it until we get some parts ordered for this one. Alright, today Scout's going to be cleaning up his sled, polishing it, while I'm getting set up to start working on Thea's. So he's going to be vacuuming, soap and water cleaning, and then polish, and he'll be ready to ride. Go ahead, Scout. Alrighty, it's all cleaned up. We're gonna turn it around a little bit and put Scout on it, take some pictures.